Here's your KNDY updated weatherology forecast for northeast Kansas and southeast Nebraska. I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Slight chance for isolated rain showers today, otherwise cloudy skies. Daytime highs approaching 75, winds out of the north 8 to 15 miles per hour. Lows level off around 54. Tonight, partly cloudy skies. I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Currently 68.
Kansas Mid-America Network News, I'm Andy Hoosier with the announcement of the vice presidential choice for the Democrat Party of Tim Walz, the governor from the state of Minnesota. That means as the Democrat Governors Association has to announce a new chairperson for that seat, and that new leadership is coming here to the state of Kansas. As KSN News reports that Kansas Governor Laura Kelly will now be serving as the chair for the Democratic Governors Association, filling the remainder of the term, where according to the announcement, Kelly will be fulfilling her remainder of her term as the vice chair before taking the reins. In a statement, Governor Kelly said, quote, "I am honored to serve as the next chair of the Democratic Governors Association. I want to thank Governor Tim Walz for his leadership and partnership over the last year, helping to steer the ship to success, including breaking fundraising records and putting Democratic candidates for governor in the best position to be competitive in tough races this year." The Democratic Governors Association says that their efforts in the 2023 elections helped re-elect Governor Andy Beshear in the red state of Kentucky.
Professional excavators and homeowners, safety always comes first, and safe digging is no accident. So before you begin your next digging project, remember to call Kansas 811 to have your underground utility lines marked for free. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig. So play it safe, put down the shovel, pick up the phone, and call 811 first. This message is brought to you by Kansas 811, reminding you that no matter if your digging project is big or small, don't make a judgment call. Always call 811 before you dig.
When you're a U.S. veteran or service member, you're 40% more likely to lose money to fraud than civilians. Scam artists use fake veterans charities, service benefit buyout schemes, bogus job scams, the pandemic, and more. That's why AARP's Veterans Fraud Center and Operation Protect Veterans provides free research and advice on the latest scams targeting veterans and military families. Protect yourself and your family. AARP, on a mission to support veterans. Go to aarp.org/vetsfraudcenter today. The Kansas Department of Wildlife and Parks ended up closing the Kingman State Fishing Lake for 2 days this week. As they say, the lake was undergoing chemical treatment for cattails. As KSNC News reports that according to the Department of Wildlife and Parks, they say the closure was needed to help protect the lake's ecosystem and to keep individuals safe. As the lake is closed throughout this week, they say that the access to the lake, including fishing, camping, and other recreational activities, will all be prohibited during the treatment, as the lake and facilities are set to reopen when the area is safe to use again. This comes at the same time where there are still blue-green algae warnings at different lakes and reservoirs across the state of Kansas. And for the entire list of the safety hazards or concerns about certain lakes and reservoirs, along with camping sites going into the end of the summertime, you can find more information online at ksoutdoors.com. At the same time, many communities across the state of Kansas say that their public pools are set to close within the next week as school season is right around the corner and lifeguards are going out of duty and back into the classroom. Kansas Mid-America Network News.
Duzine Enterprises has been laying floors all over our area since 1962. That's miles and miles of carpet, laminate, tile, hardwood, and vinyl. And they are so good at it that their schedule is filling up fast. So while good things come to those who wait, if you have a remodel or a new construction project in your near future, you should probably get on their schedule today. So call 785-325-2379. That's 785-325-2379. Duzine Enterprises in Washington. Why would you go anywhere else? Financing available.
Nebraska Mid-America Network News, I am Felix Johnson. Nebraska Governor Jim Pillen, Lieutenant Governor Joe Kelly, Revenue Committee members, and public safety leaders announced measures to support law enforcement and fire services while addressing Nebraska's property tax crisis. Earlier this week, Pillen emphasized that the plan is not solely his, but for the people of Nebraska. Here's what Douglas County Sheriff Aaron Hansen had to say, courtesy of 1011 News.
The old 388 language had a threshold that you had to be at a certain staffing level, which didn't necessarily indicate that you needed additional people. I'll give you an example in Douglas County. We've got one of the fastest growing district courts in the state. I don't have enough deputies to keep those judges as safe as I would like to.
State senators are currently holding executive meetings in the committee this week to finalize the property tax bill for debate. Lawmakers say that modifying the bill's language would better address the narrow caps it previously had. Nebraska Mid-American Network News.
Your home for all the latest in Kansas, regional, and national agricultural news is the Mid-America Ag Network. I'm your farm broadcaster, Sam Speck. Join me daily for the latest ag news, statewide weather, and hourly commodity market updates. Also join agriculture radio legend Larry Steckline both Tuesdays and Fridays for a deep dive into the world of agriculture with the Steckline Report. The Mid-America Ag Network has been a 7-state region trusted source for everything in the world of agriculture for nearly 50 years. So join us daily through our many great affiliates on the Mid-America Ag Network.
Toppers Plus Truck and RV will hook you up for trailer and RV season. Get receiver hitches, goosenecks, fifth wheel hitches, brake controllers, and trailer wiring to ease the towing of your boat, cycle, RV, or lawn equipment. Choose from top brands of hitches, including B&W hitches, Kurt, and Draw Type. Need to take your vehicle camping with you? Toppers Plus has Blue Ox base plates and tow bars. Get trailer season ready at Toppers Plus Truck and RV, 333 Northwest Street, or toppersplusks.com. Make your truck work for you!
Reporting local news, I'm Max Blasky. In Tuesday's primary election, Marshall County Sheriff Tim Ackerman withstands a challenge from James Lease in the Republican primary. Ackerman carried 58% of the ballots to Lease's 42%. Incumbent county commissioners not faring well, with Fritz Blasky trailing Greg Meyer 43% to 31% in a three-way race, with Clayton Dick trailing with 28% in the 1st District. Keith Bramhall unseated with 44% of 3rd District ballots, as Austin Klein carries a majority 56%. In other contested races in Marshall County for District Magistrate Judge, where challenger Mike Vermitten with a strong 68% takes incumbent Angela Heckey with 32% on the Republican ticket. State Senator Elaine Bowers easily wins re-election for State Senate's 36th District with almost 90% of Marshall County's ballots, while incumbent Dennis Pyle is unseated but was ahead in Marshall County with 41%, Craig Bowser 39%, and John Epley 20%. Those county numbers, again, not reflecting it of district-wide totals. Recapping, Tim Ackerman takes Marshall County Sheriff in a Republican runoff, and Mike Vervinton, District Magistrate Judge. Fritz Berlasky and Keith Bramhall are both unseated, as Greg Meyer wins a Republican primary for District 1, and Austin Klein a primary winner in District 3. 31% of registered voters turned out for Marshall County voting Tuesday. A fatality accident Saturday afternoon in Clay County claimed the life of a Washington, Kansas man and injured his passenger. The fatality, 56-year-old Daniel E. Barnhill, was southbound on K-15 highway when his motorcycle was struck by a northbound SUV that was attempting to turn at the K-9 highway intersection. That vehicle was driven by 25-year-old Hannah M. Farley of Clay Center. She and a juvenile passenger in the vehicle were apparently not injured. A passenger on the motorcycle, 58-year-old Pamela Barnhill, suffered serious injuries and was transported to Stormont Vale in Topeka. She was reportedly wearing a helmet, while the driver, Daniel Barnhill, was not. He was pronounced dead at the scene about 11 miles north of Clay Center shortly before 11:30 p.m. Saturday. Your news on your time. Be sure and check out the KNDY News podcast at kndyradio.com for a full listen of our 7, noon, and 5 o'clock news blocks. Marshall County Agency on Aging will be holding a breadbasket commodity distribution Friday, August 9th at the Helverine Center in Marysville. Boxes will be handed out on the west side of the center due to renovations. Please drive up and the boxes will be handed to you. Again, Marshall County Agency on Aging will hold a breadbasket commodity distribution this Friday, August 9th, starting at 9 a.m., running until 11 a.m. at the Helverine Center located in downtown Marysville. Sheldon Richard Tate, age 76, of Randolph, passed away Friday, August 2nd. A massive Christian burial will be held at 11 a.m. Friday, August 9th at St. Monica and St. Elizabeth Catholic Church in Blue Rapids. Family will receive friends starting at 10:30 that morning at the church, with a burial to follow the service in Riverside Cemetery in Waterville. Christy Anders Funeral Home of Waterville in charge of arrangements for Sheldon Tate. Velma J. Pullman, age 94, of Marysville, passed away Monday. Funeral service will be held Friday, August 9th, 10:30 a.m. at Mount Calvary Lutheran Church, with burial to follow in the Marysville City Cemetery. A visitation will be Thursday, 1 until 9 p.m., with family receiving friends from 5 to 7 p.m. at Kinsley Mortuary, in charge of arrangements for Velma Pullman. Phyllis M. Wolschlager, age 91, of Seneca, passed away August 3rd. A visitation will be held Saturday, August 10th at Salem Lutheran Church near Axtell from 10 to 11 a.m. Funeral service will follow at the church at 11 with a burial in the church cemetery. Axtell Landreth Funeral Home of Axtell, in charge of arrangements for Phyllis Wolschlager. Harland W. Harley Cruzy, age 83, of Herkimer, passed away Monday. A funeral service will be held Saturday, August 10th, 2 p.m. at Mount Calvary Lutheran Church in Marysville. Burial will be in the Trinity Lutheran Cemetery north of Hanover. Family will receive friends from 5 to 7 p.m. on Friday, August 9th, with a visitation taking place that day from 2 to 9 p.m. at Kinsley Mortuary, in charge of arrangements for Harley Cruzy. Daniel Eugene Barnhill, age 56, of Washington, passed away last Saturday, August 3rd. Funeral services are pending with Christy Anders Funeral Home in Waterville, in charge of arrangements for Daniel Barnhill. Betty A. Sisk, age 96, of Frankfort, passed away Monday. Funeral services will be August 24th, 10:30 a.m. at the Frankfort United Methodist Church. Family will receive friends starting 9:30 that morning, with a visitation Friday, August 29th at Padden Funeral Chapel, in charge of arrangements for Betty Sisk.
Don't have time to stop by a bank to open an account? No problem. With United Bank and Trust, we make it easy by bringing our bank to you. Whether you're at home, at work, or anywhere you have access to a computer, simply go to ubankonline.com and click on the Open an Account icon. Save time by opening an account online with United Bank and Trust. It's banking for your way of life. Member FDIC.
On the Marshall County Senior Citizens Lunch Menu Thursday, chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes, asparagus, and fresh fruit. Tomorrow, barbecue meatballs, scalloped potatoes, broccoli, and apricots.
Squirrels just want to have fun. Marysville's popular Ladies' Night Out is back Friday, August 9th. Event check-in is from 4 to 6:30 p.m. at the Kester House Gardens. Shop the local retailers, eat at local restaurants with special deals and experiences at each location, including sample snacks and drinks. Stay and enjoy the rest of the evening with an after party behind the wagon wheel from 8:30 to 11 p.m. with live entertainment from a rock cover band, Monkey Business. So don't miss out on Squirrels Just Want to Have Fun on Friday starting at 4 p.m. While you're downtown, check out these participating businesses. If you like in-store specials on your favorite team's apparel, Identities in Marysville is a place for you. Shop in during Squirrels Just Want to Have Fun, Friday, August 9th, all evening for specials throughout the store. From custom apparel, signs, and banners, they have all the new designs for the new upcoming school year. So shop out Identities during Squirrels Just Want to Have Fun on Friday and save on your favorite apparel.
Make lunch or dinner easy by stopping at the Wagon Wheel in Marysville. With daily specials and easy pickup options, ordering is now easier than ever with online ordering. Click on wagonwheelks.com and find your favorite salad, burger, sandwich, or any of the classic Wagon Wheel meals. And be sure to attend Squirrels Just Want to Have Fun's after party this Friday behind the Wagon Wheel starting at 9 p.m.
See you downtown Friday, August 9th during Squirrels Just Want to Have Fun.
Here's your KNDY weatherology forecast for northeast Kansas and southeast Nebraska. Some scattered showers and thunderstorms are possible today, otherwise mostly cloudy with our highs in the mid to upper 70s. Mostly cloudy skies overnight tonight with our lows in the mid 50s and lower 60s. Partly sunny skies on a Friday with our highs in the lower to upper 70s. Then mostly cloudy skies on a Friday night with our lows in the mid to upper 50s. There will be a slight chance for some rain showers into Saturday, otherwise sunny with our highs in the lower to upper 70s. Then a slight chance for some scattered showers throughout Saturday night, partly cloudy with our lows in the mid 50s and lower 60s. Scattered showers may linger early on Sunday, otherwise sunny and a bit warmer with our highs in the mid 70s and lower 80s. Then showers and thunderstorms may be possible throughout Sunday night, mostly cloudy with our lows in the lower to mid-60s. Still a slight chance for some rain early on Monday, then sunny with our highs in the lower to mid-80s. And more rain showers may continue into Monday night, mostly cloudy with our lows in the lower to mid-60s. Still some rain may linger on Tuesday, otherwise sunny and a bit warmer with our highs in the mid to upper 80s, and more rain possible throughout Tuesday night. I'm meteorologist Kara Foster.
Average high for our area this time early August, 90 degrees. Record high on this date, 113. Average low temperature, 68, with the record low being 52. Sunrise this morning was at 6:32, while sunset this evening is going to be at 8:34.
It's been a minute since Philly has seen this. Morning, I'm Jay Reynolds. In L.A. last night, Phillies a 9-4 win over the Dodgers. Just about all of the offense coming from Kyle Schwarber.
Swung on, hit deep to center. On the run is Pajes. He's looking up, and he won't get it. It's gone. And Kyle Schwarber with his third home run of the night. He's gone to left. He's gone to right, and now he goes to center.
Sports Radio 94 WIP. Schwarber 4 for 4, 3 homers, 7 RBI in the win. He's just the second Phillies player ever with 3 homers out of the leadoff spot. The other, Jack Manning in 1884. Mets get a go-ahead 2-run single from Francisco Lindor in the ninth. They beat the Rockies 5-3. Tigers a 6-2 win over the Mariners. Seattle's a half game behind Houston in the AL West. Astros beat the Rangers 6-4. Royals double up the Red Sox 8-4. Bobby Witt Jr. with a pair of homers. Brewers beat the Braves. Atlanta now 7-11 since the All-Star break. Padres are 13-3 since the break. Best in baseball, they hold on to beat the Pirates 9-8 in 10 innings. Orioles and Yankees tied for the best record in the American League. New York splitting a doubleheader with the Angels. As for Baltimore,
Anthony Santander exits the ballpark. He's got a new career high in home runs, and he's got a multi-homer game. The Orioles make it 5-3.
WBAL 2 for him. Another Jackson Holiday homer, and the Orioles beat Toronto 7-3. Holiday has 4 homers in 7 games since being recalled from the minors. Diamondbacks sweep a doubleheader from Cleveland. Guardians have dropped their last 5. The NCAA says former Michigan coach Jim Harbaugh had impermissible contact with recruits. While access was restricted during the COVID-19 pandemic, he gets a 4-year show cause order. Rafa Nadal pulls out of the U.S. Open. He announced withdrawal on social media Wednesday. 3rd Grand Slam tournament he's missed this season.
The smarter way to clean your floors. It's time to make the swap. Swiffer Power Mop.
Introducing the new Swiffer Power Mop, the all-in-one tool that gives you a mop and bucket clean in half the time. The solution's built right in, so no heavy bucket, and the pad has hundreds of scrubbing strips to get deep into grout. Don't mop harder, mop smarter.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
Everyone on the road is trying to make it to their destination safely. You can help by staying aware of the large trucks and buses around you. They take longer to stop, have large blind spots, and make wide turns that require caution from other drivers. It takes all of us working together to share the road safely. Learn more at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. Paid for by FMCSA.
Life insurance is one of those subjects that make people want to change the subject rather than admit they probably don't have enough. That's why John Bannister in Marysville focuses on how the benefits of life insurance actually live on. Find out for yourself and put the life back in life insurance. Call on State Farm Agent John Bannister, 1022 Broadway in Marysville today.
From ABC News, Wall Street Now. Investor concerns over a possible recession overshadowed the glow of Tuesday's big rally, sending stocks lower Wednesday. The Dow Jones fell 234 points to finish yesterday's session at 38,763. The S&P surrendered 0.75%. The Nasdaq gave up 1%. Shares in Warner Brothers Discovery fell Wednesday after the entertainment giant reported a $9 billion write-down on its TV networks. It also missed analysts' expectations on revenue. The company says now it's focusing on growth in the studios and streaming units under Warner Brothers Discovery. The shift toward a buyer's market had interest rates on the most popular home loan falling to a 15-month low last week. The Mortgage Bankers Association says the average contract rate on a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage dropped to 6.55%. That dip comes on signals that the Federal Reserve could cut interest rates when the Board of Governors sits down again next month. Jim Ryan, ABC News.
Good Thursday morning. Sam's back with your latest market information here on the Mid-America Ag Network. Well, before we get started today, let's first and foremost get you a quick recap of how things finished up yesterday. In the grains, it was an easy recap, mostly lower pretty much across the board. Row crops were down. Wheat was in the red as well. We'll go through the overnight pre-trading session here in just a moment. In the livestock, it was mixed to slightly lower. Hogs were lower. Cattle markets were mixed. August live cattle finished up 30 cents to 182.27. October to 179.27. That was up 22. Feeders were down, though. August feeder cattle dropped 37 down to 242.62, and September down $1.67 at 238.90. As I said, nothing but red on the screen for the hogs yesterday. August lean hogs down 67 at $90.60 per hundredweight. October down 182 at 74.57. As mentioned through the grains and oilseeds yesterday, it was weaker all around. Taking a look at the overnight pre-trading session, again, not indicative of what today will be, just kind of a sneak preview as to maybe what traders are thinking preemptively before the opening bell. Chicago, Spring, and Kansas City wheat are all trading higher this morning. September Kansas City wheat up a nickel at $5.60.5. December to $5.77.25. That's also up 5 cents. Oats are also higher. September oats up 3/4 cent to $3.29.5. Not much movement in the corn, but for what's there, it's mostly weaker. September corn down 1/4 cent at $3.83 a bushel. December to $4.50. That's also down 1/4 cent. Soybeans are mixed this morning. Choppy two-sided trade sees August beans up 3 to 10.23 1/4. September is unchanged at 10.05 1/4 cent. And then, as mentioned, there is some weakness in the later contracts. August soybean meal up 150 at 342.30. September soy oil down 4 points at 42.03. Cotton also a bit weaker this morning. December cotton down 43 at 67.30. If we look at the metals here this morning, August gold up 7.20 to 23.97.70. September silver's up 15 cents to 27.09. And the dollar index this morning a bit weaker. September dollar down 11 points at 102.88.
At Rusty at Ford, it's the dog days of summer, and we have the coolest deals on the hottest models. Get treated like top dog with sizzling deals on the 2024 Escape, Expedition, Edge, and the best-selling truck in America for 47 years, the Ford F-150. 0% APR for 36 months, or 2023 Ford Escape plug-in hybrid, 0% APR for 60 months, or 2023 Mach-E, 0% APR for 72 months. Get your paws on a new ride during our Dog Days of Summer sales event, only at Rusty Eck Ford. 0% APR on 2024 Escape, Expedition, Edge, and America's #1 selling truck, the F-150. Visit Rusty Eck Ford or rustyeckford.com today.
Absolutely unbeatable.
Escape 1667 per thousand financed. Mach-E 1389 per thousand financed. 2024 is 2777 per thousand financed. Plus taxes and fees. Offers can be combined with approved credit. Must finance with Ford Motor Credit.
It's sale day at Marysville Livestock Incorporated on this Thursday. Their customer appreciation sale, too, as well. So swing on out, and sale will get kicked off at 11 a.m. Close to 1,500's already on consignments here this morning. So taking a look at that list, 45 black steers and heifers coming in at $500 to $600. 210 black steers and heifers rolling in at $500 to $750. 45 black steers and heifers coming in at 600 to 700 pounds. 50 crossbred steers and heifers weighing 600 to 850. 120 black steers and heifers, 650 to 850. 20 black Angus heifers coming in at 750 to 800. 42 Charolais cross yearling steers weighing 750 to 800. 50 black heifers coming in at 775 to 800. 20 red heifers coming in at 800 to 900, with 32 black heifers coming in at 800 to 900 as well. 95 crossbred steers and heifers weighing 800 to 900, 50 black and Charolais crossbred steers 800 to 925, and 122 black steers coming in weighing 950 to 1,000 pounds. Big consignment list already this morning for the Marysville Livestock's a customer appreciation sale on this Thursday, starting off at 11 a.m.
Agriculture. Our country was built on it. Our children are fed by it. No one quite understands the unique needs of the farmer like United Bank and Trust. Whether you raise crops or livestock, you need the right equipment at the right time. Our ag loans can help you acquire and maintain that equipment when and where you need it. Contact one of our experienced ag lenders today. United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
From Kansas State University, this is Agriculture Today. I'm Jacob Clout. K-State Entomology Department head Brian McCornack found out he had alpha-gal syndrome last fall, an allergy to red meat spread by Lone Star ticks. McCornack now spreads awareness and teaches people about the condition. He shares uncommon aspects of alpha-gal syndrome and its effect on his diet.
What's unique about alpha-gal syndrome is that it's an allergy to, in this case, a really kind of complex of really simple sugars that only happen in mammals other than humans. So humans don't have this. So this is why, I was a meat eater and can still have poultry and things now, but I, would eat beef and pork and no reactions, and that would be in my blood, and my body would be like, that's fine.
McCornack explains this disease's delayed reaction after the tick bite.
With the tick bite, what it's doing is transferring some of that alpha-gal from our previous host, and then when it bites you and injects saliva, and in that saliva has a bunch of different things. And that's the point at which the body goes, wait a minute, these shouldn't be in the body. And what it's doing is also developing a defense now towards this protein. So what was in my blood before just fine because of the tick bite, transferring that in at that time of the bite, now the body says, nope, this shouldn't be here. And then that slowly happens over the next maybe 5, 6, 7 weeks. And then I'd say most of that goes on diagnosis because of that delay. Like it just takes that long for your body to digest that meat product and goes into the bloodstream, and then that's when your body responds.
He discusses how this affliction affects everyone differently, noting certain pharmaceuticals give him an allergic reaction.
Some can have meat and just have some digestive problems or diarrhea or something in the GI, and they just know not to have red meat. For me, if I have enough of it, I now know that I'll go into anaphylactic shock, and I'll probably need to go to the ER and have some IV and other things to make sure we can calm that down. But for me, I'm also super sensitive to the point where I had a major surgery in January and was on aspirin for blood thinning to make sure I didn't get clots and things like that. And then when I went home, still on aspirin, but a different kind of aspirin, all of a sudden I was responding. Turns out that the packing agent that they put the pill together with is magnesium stearate. And after doing a little bit of digging, because I was responding, the generic uses animal-based magnesium stearate, which I think usually comes from fats and other parts of the animal, versus the more genuine aspirin uses a synthetic magnesium stearate. So my body was responding to even that small of a dose.
That was head of the entomology department at K-State, Brian McCornack, on his personal experiences with alpha-gal syndrome. I'm Jacob Clout. This has been Agriculture Today over the K-State Radio Network.
There will be an estate equipment auction Saturday, August 10th, starting at 11 a.m. at the Knights of Columbus building in Seneca for the Tom Kohak Estate. Selling will be a handful of vehicles, including a 1996 Chevy Corvette, has the 350 V8 with 27,000 miles, a 2013 F350 4x4 with a 6.7 diesel engine, 200,000 miles, and a 2005 Mustang GT with just over 55,000 miles. Multiple Titan trailers, including a 38 by 8 foot triple-axled Titan gooseneck trailer with an electric jack, a New Holland H8040 self-propelled swather with a 16-foot head, just over 900 hours on that, along with a New Holland L230 skid loader with 441 hours, including 3 different bucket attachments. Tractors and equipment include a 2010 John Deere 7330 Premium with just under 6,900 hours on it, along with a 7-foot-long grappling bucket attachment and many New Holland and International Harvester equipment, all in very good condition. Again, a farm equipment estate auction will be held for the Tom Kohak Estate Saturday, August 10th, starting at 11 a.m. at the Knights of Columbus building in Seneca. Wilhelm Auction Service in charge of the auction with a complete listing and pictures online at kansasauctions.net/Wilhelm.
Can one simple trick restore your memory functions to those of a young adult? We look into one of those claims next on the Old Farmer's Almanac Radio Report.
If you're a farmer or rancher, chances are you've thought about joining Kansas Farm Bureau. So what's stopping you? Your membership means you have a seat at the table when it comes to the issues that affect your farm. Things like trade, taxes, water, and regulations. the state's largest farm advocacy organization, brings your message to policy decision makers at the county, state, and national level. The Voice of Agriculture becomes your voice and fights for Kansas farmers and ranchers. And a Kansas Farm Bureau membership includes other benefits. For about $50 a year, you'll receive discounts on equipment and supplies, cell phone plans, financial and legal support, home and office supplies, and more. You'll also receive Kansas Living, a quarterly lifestyle magazine featuring real stories of farmers and producers around the state, plus great recipes, crafts, and things to see and do in Kansas. Join us today. Visit kfb.org/farmer-rancher to learn more.
With more practical tips and useful advice, this is the Old Farmer's Almanac Radio Report for Thursday, August 8th, the 221st day of the year. Actor Dustin Hoffman has a birthday, and the first Whataburger restaurant opened on this day in 1950 in Corpus Christi, Texas. We are skeptical enough about so-called miracle nutritional supplements to take them with a grain of salt. Here's one to take with a teaspoon of cocoa. Recent research indicates that consuming raw cocoa and dark chocolate can affect brain frequencies in a positive way, actually improving memory and other cognitive functions. It is the flavonols in cocoa products that seem to provide the benefits. Unfortunately, flavonols don't survive the roasting or processing that affects most commercial products. Check with a specialty grocer or health food store for guidance. That is the Old Farmer's Almanac Radio Report. Sign up for our free newsletter at almanac.com.
Chase your fall adventure in any direction and across any terrain with BF Goodrich and Mike's OK Tires in Marysville. From August 28th until September 19th, get a $60 reward card or virtual prepaid card after online submission after your purchase of 4 or more new BF Goodrich passenger, light truck, or UTV tires totaling $900 or more. Offer valid August 28th through September 19th. Stop out and check off this amazing deal with Mike's OK Tires in Marysville.
Kansas Mid-America Network Sports. I'm Andy Hoosier with college football right around the corner. 1 Kansas State Wildcat player and 2 Kansas Jayhawk players are among some of the preseason candidates that are in consideration right now for the 2024 Doak Walker Award. KSNC News reports it from the Wildcat side. Running back DJ Giddens has made the list, as Devin Neal and Daniel Hishaw Jr., the running backs from Kansas University, have also made the list. The Doak Walker Award is given annually to the top running backs in the entire nation, but also have to require good academic standing at their universities. Giddens from Kansas State is a junior coming up this year, starting in all 13 games from the previous season in 2023, and had a total of more than 1,226 rushing yards and 10 touchdowns, with a total of 223 carries. On the Jayhawk side, Neal is entering the senior season for school, finishing the last football season with more than 1,280 rushing yards and 16 touchdowns, the most in a single season for the school history.
We want to see ya in your perfect ride. See ya in a Midwest Kia.
Hey Wichita, it's Morgan, and I'm here to tell you about my friends at Midwest Kia. If you're in the market for a new Kia, they have over 150 new Kias on the lot and ready to go. They have the sporty K5 and Sorento, the redesigned Sportage, and everyone's favorite, the Telluride. At Midwest Kia, they never price over sticker. The staff is knowledgeable and professional. Their finance team will help you get in the right vehicle at a payment you are comfortable with. The service department is scheduling appointments to keep your new Kia in peak form and get you back on the road as soon as possible. All new Kias come with their 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. At Midwest Kia, they offer a simple, transparent, and fast, better way to buy your next vehicle. Go see them today at Midwest Kia or MidwestKia.com. And remember,
we want to see ya in a Midwest Kia.
Warranty is a limited powertrain warranty.
It's a big year coming up for the fall school semester as Washburn University says that they are kicking off a brand new athletics department with women's golf gearing up for their inaugural season for 2024. As KSNC News reports at Washburn University announced the start off of their 17th sport at the university, being women's golf, back in January of this year, and say they're ready for their first season of competition. The head coach for the men's golf coach, Ronnie McHenry, said that he'll also be leading the women's team, releasing a statement saying, quote, being part of the men's program, I played here, coached here, and I knew what college golf was. Women's golf might be a little different, but I went out and found as much experience in golf as I could, and I think we found a good bunch. The new team will consist of 7 players, 3 in which are from the Topeka area, including freshman Reagan Peterson and sophomore Alaya North, as one of the players, including Dieter, had transferred to Washburn from Arkansas Tech University after hearing about the launch of the new program. Tournament season for the golf team kicks off September 3rd in Blue Springs, Missouri.
Here's your KNDY updated weatherology forecast for northeast Kansas and southeast Nebraska. I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Slight chance for isolated rain showers. Today, otherwise cloudy skies. Daytime highs approaching 75. Winds out of the north, 8 to 15 miles per hour. Lows level off around 54. Tonight, partly cloudy skies. I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Currently 68.
KNDY.